This book helped me go from having 5K in savings to over $50,000 in cash in my bank accounts. It is a seriously timeless book. It was written in 1926, but the lessons still apply today, if anything, more than ever. So I'm going to break it down for you guys right now. It's called The Richest Man in Babylon, and it was written by George Samuel Clason. It basically has 10 fundamental principles that you need to understand to both keep your wealth as well as grow it. And you'll see it's timeless, and it's written in such a way where it's using old English, but the lessons still prevail. So start thy purse to fattening. What it's saying is save at least 10% of your income. The key points to take from this chapter is pay yourself first before any other expense. So when you get a paycheck, you take 10% and you put it into a fund. Now, the book is going to tell you what that fund needs to be for in just a bit, but save 10%, pay yourself first. Small, consistent savings grow into significant wealth. Next, and this is going to be a very quick video. I'm going to run through this fast. Control thy expenditures. Avoid unnecessary expenses and live within your means. This is like a very simple concept that people preach all the time, but it really does matter. I have an espresso machine. I don't go to Starbucks and pay $6 for a Starbucks coffee. I pay $1 for a coffee at my house. Simple. Make thy gold multiply. What does that mean in regular English? Invest your savings to generate additional income. The stock market is a great place to do that. I also teach people how to day trade. You can stream with me live every Wednesday on ASFX TV, and that will be in the description. Also, just use your money to earn interest or dividends. There's a lot of dividend ETFs where you can have a relatively safe investment, but it's still going to pay you a little bit. You can start doing real estate if you really were interested in that and had a larger sum. So you have to think about it. When you're sub 10K still, you got to be even sub 100K. You got to be fully reinvesting in yourself. So generating additional income might look like buying a self-development course or something like that. It doesn't always have to be a immediate financial return. Focus on the long-term, reliable investment opportunities. Look at what happened, how people made money in the 50s, how people made money in the 70s. That's repeatable. How people are making money right now with drop shipping, that might not be repeatable in 10 years. Drop shipping might be an extinct niche in just a little bit of time. Guard thy treasures from loss. What does this mean? Protect your wealth by making safe investments. Is buying the fart coin or unicorn Dogecoin going to make you a bunch of money? It might. But could it also just go to zero? Yes. If you buy pharmaceutical companies that are waiting on their Schedule C testing, that you're probably going to lose your money, especially if it's on like an Alzheimer's drug or something. Make safe investments. The S&P did 25% last year. If you can make 25% on your money in 1 year, that's outstanding. Not that the S&P is going to do that every year, but it's certainly going to do that some years. Avoid the risky ventures or get rich quick schemes. How many times have you been like enticed by a pyramid scheme or something that sounds too good to be true? These are the things you have to really be careful of. Consult with trusted and knowledgeable advisors. Basically, all this is saying is talk to someone older. I don't believe in financial accountants or like someone that's going to manage your money for you and take 1%. I don't do any of that. I learned myself, but I had to learn from experienced people. Make of thy dwelling a profitable investment. So what that's saying is where you live, you should be able to either generate income from immediately or have something that's going to potentially generate income in the future. For example, my parents just sold their house for 3 times what they bought it from 10 years ago. That's a 300% return after taxes. You don't find this, you don't find these kinds of investments in 1 year. So that's why it's, you got to make your home also an income producing asset if possible. So you could save money by investing in property. Sometimes it's not always going to work that way. Right now we got really high interest rates, but if you could find like a buy to lease option or a lease to buy option or a VA loan that you can, assume from the last buyer, that can also be really powerful. Use the length of time to build equity in your house. Ensure future income. Plan for your future financial needs. It's simple. Just get a spreadsheet and put out, 2-year goals, 5-year goals, right where you are right now, and then where you want to be. You might not hit those goals, but at least you got it down. And then once you have a goal, now you can make a plan. Have retirement accounts. Everyone in the USA should have a Roth IRA as soon as they turn 18, even if they're not able to put the max contribution. Savings, insurance, you could do whole life insurance. Basically, just prepare for the unexpected events and know that you're going to be able to make income. So increase the ability to earn. What does this mean? Learning high income skills, whether that's SMA or coding, learning how to utilize ChatGPT to make short form content for Instagram or for YouTube. This is all stuff that is, we're in a huge digital era right now. It's like the big boom. So learn new skills, refine old ones. Education and hard work lead to greater opportunities. The 5 laws of gold. This is important. Gold just means money. So the 5 laws of money. Money comes gladly and in increasing quantity to any person who will put by not less than 1/10 of their earnings. Again, save 10%. Money labors diligently and multiplies for the person who finds it profitable employment. Invest your savings wisely to generate more wealth. Money clings to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under advice of wise individuals. This is kind of just summarizing what we already said, but these are 5 little cliches that are really easy to remember. Gold slips away from the person who invests it in businesses or purposes for which they are not familiar with or which are not approved by those skills in its keep, meaning, in English, avoid investing in areas you do not understand. So if you don't understand crypto and you don't understand what the blockchain is, maybe you shouldn't invest in it. Gold flees the person who tries to force it to earn unrealistic returns. Again, the get rich quick scheme. It's very simple. It's very simple to keep your money. And then it's also giving an outline on how to build your money. Cures for a lean purse, or what it's saying is if you don't have enough money, you need to save, you need to budget, and you need to increase your income. It's pretty simple. It's just like running a business. And lastly, the importance of luck. Opportunity comes to those who act. It's a great quote. Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity. You don't just get lucky. You put yourself in a position to get lucky. So that might be getting in the Roth IRA when you're 18, having a rental property, investing in the stock market early. Like this is the stuff that you can do at a young age. In young age could be 35 or 40. You still got 30 years to build that wealth. So I really hope this book has, enlightened some of you guys and kind of lit a fire, because I know that it did for me. If there's any other books you want me to review, let me know in the comments.